Once you fall in love with your vehicle, it's tough to let it go. Thankfully, some models stand the test of time and can be your companion for longer than you ever imagined. So, you may want to know what you're getting into before buying one. Honda CR-V. According to iCars.com, an automotive research site, which analyzed upwards of 15.8 million cars sold in 2019 to find out which models boasted the highest percentage of vehicles that reached 200,000 miles, 1.1% of CR-V models sold in 2019 reached the 200,000 mile mark. To put that into perspective, that's 2.8 times greater than the segment's average. There's no denying that that's pretty impressive. While your 2012 CR-V is probably not going to impress any supermodels, it'll sure make you happy with how much you'll save in the long run. These compact crossover SUVs usually hide a 2.4-liter engine under the hood that's hooked up to a 5-speed transmission, making the CR-V one of the most maneuverable machines in its class. It also offers surprisingly peppy acceleration that'll have you grinning as you sail past the sedans. Expect gas mileage close to 30 miles per gallon, no matter what generation you get. And best of all, you'll be cruising in your CR-V until you're ready to pass it on to your grandchildren. The Honda CR-V can run for well over 200,000 miles, and if maintained with a lot of tender love and care, it can keep chugging along even past 300,000 miles and more. Like all of Honda's vehicles, the CR-V can last for such a long time because of the craftsmanship and high-quality materials that are used for its construction. Chevrolet Tahoe. The biggest beast on our list, the Chevy Tahoe, just looks like authority. And you might even find that people pull off the road for you if you buy a Tahoe, because they're used as cop cars, and they rock a 5.3-liter V8 capable of spitting out 320 horsepower with a 6-speed transmission. The 5.3-liter engines were updated to feature variable valve timing, and they're compatible with E85 fuel. The Chevy Tahoe Z71 off-road suspension became available on the 1LT trim. Additionally, a single-speed transfer case became standard on all 4-wheel drive models, with a 2-speed unit with optional equipment. The Flex Fuel feature gives 2010 SUV a leg up on the competition in its class as well. The Tahoe from 2010 to 2014 also got a 5 out of 5 rating for reliability from J.D. Power. Edmunds reviews are highly positive, giving the 2010 Chevrolet Tahoe a 4.2 out of 5 stars. One of the customers is saying, "I bought this Tahoe with 136,000 miles on it. Just rolled 277,000 and wouldn't hesitate to jump in it and head across the country with it. Incredible and reliable." Acura RDX. The 2010 Acura RDX is the best model if you're looking for a reliable luxury model at an affordable price. According to US News, the 2010 Acura RDX ranks as the best used luxury compact SUV in a list of 57 compact SUVs. The 2010 model offers a sporty handling and a roomy interior. It's safe to say that nearly any Honda or Acura product is sure to last well over the 200,000 mile mark. A nationwide car guru's search reveals that there are plenty of first-generation, 2007 to 2012 year, models with 250,000 to nearly 300,000 miles on them. If you would rather have a newer Acura RDX, then you can opt for the second-generation model that was produced from 2013 to 2018. This iteration of the RDX boasted a sleeker and more subtle look than the outgoing generation, and the turbocharged 4-cylinder engine was replaced in favor of a V6 engine. Acura engineered the RDX to be a fun-to-drive model, with sedan-like handling. Lexus GX 470. The GX 470 model was available with 3 types of V8 engines ranging from 238 to 270 horsepower. It's not the best power you could get from a V8 engine, but it's more than enough for decent rides. All models were equipped with automatic transmissions that could last for decades, with no major problems. These cars were also equipped with all-wheel drive systems. These engines were extremely reliable when new. You may find hundreds of reports where the GX 470 owners claim to get the 250,000 mile mark. Some of them even say that their Lexus SUVs are running fine with over 350,000 miles behind them. The main advantage of the 4.7-liter V8 engine is its huge capacity. Engines with over 3 liters of capacity tend to live much longer than smaller units. They don't have any turbochargers, unreliable cooling systems, bad fuel injection technologies. These engines are very reliable and dependable. Also, their units are not overcharged with horsepower. They shave around 55 horsepower per 1 liter of engine capacity, which is a very low rate if you compare it with any modern engine. Toyota engineered this engine to last long, and some units have passed the 500,000 mile mark without major repairs. Buick Encore. The Buick Encore is a small, robust SUV that can easily last up to 200,000 miles when driven conservatively and well maintained. Unlike rival Japanese cars, Buicks are not best known for achieving high mileages. However, in recent years, the Encore has scored solid reliability reviews. The deep dive into Buick Encore forums and articles has led to find many reports of Encore units still going strong at 80,000 to 100,000 miles, with a few owners claiming that they have reached 200,000 miles with no major issues. We believe a fair, realistic mileage target for the Encore is around 200,000 to 250,000 miles, assuming the vehicle is regularly maintained and cared for. Of course, with exceptional maintenance and smooth driving habits, there is no reason why these figures could not be exceeded. Toyota Sequoia. The Toyota Sequoia has been around since the turn of the century. From reports of owners, the Toyota Sequoia can last between 250,000 to 300,000 miles. If you drive around 15,000 miles every year, your Toyota Sequoia will give you about 17 to 20 years of excellent service. For instance, iSeeCars.com ranked the Sequoia third on its list of models likely to reach 300,000 miles. They did this after analyzing millions of used car listings to get the data. Getting a Toyota Sequoia to last 300,000 miles will require effort and dedication. The owner needs to keep up with regular maintenance, as this is the only way you can prevent problems from happening. Carrying out regular maintenance activities such as transmission flushes, oil changes, and filter replacements is a necessity. Toyota Land Cruiser. The full-size Toyota Land Cruiser SUV has been a fixture in Toyota's US showrooms for the last 6 decades. It's a durable luxury off-roader, with an unbeatable 15.7% of used versions on the market in 2019 having exceeded 200,000 miles on the odometer. It also tops the list of vehicles able to last for 300,000 miles or more at 1.5%. According to Consumer Reports, the Land Cruiser falls in line with most Toyota models. Its reliability rating is 1 point above the manufacturer's average rating. You'll need to put in the work to get the most out of your SUV. The first step you'll want to take to get the most out of your SUV is to schedule routine maintenance appointments. Adhering to the manufacturer's recommended service intervals will keep the SUV's mechanical components in top working order. Second, you should become familiar with the most common problems of the model you have. Doing so can help you identify if something is going wrong with your vehicle before it causes any significant damage. Finally, don't be too rough with your SUV. Limiting off-road driving, going easy on the accelerator, and practicing safe driving habits will keep your model in great shape. If you practice these habits, and have a little bit of luck, your SUV could be one of the lucky few that approaches 300,000, 400,000, or even 500,000 miles. Thanks for stopping by. Before you go, I hope you like this video. Please subscribe and hit the bell button on for more informative automotive videos. Stay tuned.